How can organizations develop effective crisis management programs?
Well, first of all, they have to talk about it. As a leader of an organization, I work with businesses all over the world. It seems like one of those things that you always just put off because it's like, well, we'll deal with that tomorrow, right? And I guess we're in crisis today, so we seem to already be dealing with it. Somebody said to me the other day, and so it's like, why do we need a plan? We're kind of living in crisis mode. First and foremost, it's understanding what could happen, what could go wrong. And I think for leaders, how do I understand how my senior team might be reacting? Then, how do I plan around that? Some really fascinating research that we did in New Zealand looked at disaster recovery and an understanding of people's thinking under pressure and stress as it related to your ability to recover from a disaster. There were earthquakes in New Zealand years ago, and that ability to then respond to the human needs associated with that, to the infrastructure needs associated with that, the economic needs, and then the needs to really be able to understand the impact on the entire country as a whole. All four of those areas of the whole brain model really allowed the team to begin to understand, how do we recognize who might be best for what role? How do we best leverage and make sure that we're managing this crisis in a way that deals with all of the aspects associated with it? And you can be much more effective and recover a lot faster if you use a whole brain approach to looking at managing a crisis and recovering from that. So we've got some really interesting examples and case studies and articles that speak to that, but that's one of the best ways. First of all, stop and think about it. Second of all, look at your team and how they think under pressure or stress. Third, use a whole brain approach to come up with a plan.